Hello everyone, my name is Desiree and the person I'm going to be showing the MyPlan app to is Edgar Chow.
Hello.
Okay, so have you heard about MyPlan before?
I have not.
Okay, so essentially MyPlan is an application that you download on your phone, and this is what it looks like. Okay, you can't see it, but anyway, so basically you could download it on any Samsung phone, any iOS application, and basically the application is about either if you are experiencing domestic violence, you can go ahead and take like the little quizzes and surveys on here, or if you know somebody who's experiencing that, you can do it for them in a way. So essentially, you start off with three different portions in the app. The first one, you kind of give your background about yourself, so like ask you, are you a college student, are you male or female, um, and how, if this is going to be for you or for somebody you know. And then once you answer those, you can actually dive in deeper into it, and you could talk. It gives you like some questions like about domestic violence myths. So it'll ask you a set of questions. For example, like if there isn't any physical violence, it's not really an abusive relationship. Yes or no, and you could select whatever answer you think is correct from that.
Okay.
And then, like let's say you select no, then another little pop-up box will come up and actually give you the correct answer. And beyond that, it'll be just another set of few questions. And then once you finish that section, it'll get into the portion of called healthy relationships, and essentially it'll give you like tips of what a healthy relationship will conclude of.
Oh, okay, yeah.
And then once you finish that section, you move on to the second portion of it, and then it asks you questions more so about your relationship. Like, for example, does your partner try to stop you from spending time with friends and family? Then you'll answer yes or no, and then nothing will pop up after that. You'll just put the answer you think applies to you. And then there's a few set of questions of that. And then once you finish answering those, it'll give you the results of everything put together, and it'll basically tell you if your relationship is healthy, unhealthy, if you're in danger, anything like that. And then once you finish that, the next section that pops up is about your safety. So in a way, like it'll be another portion of questions that'll be asked you. So then you'll just answer the questions. For example, like, is your partner constantly jealous or possessive of you? And then you'll put the answer that you think is more applicable to your situation. And then once you answer all those set of questions, you'll proceed. And then it'll give you another result chart basically about your safety. And it could tell you like you're in no danger, you're in extreme danger, medium danger, anything like that.
Okay.
And then once you finish that section, you will then be given this other category called My Priorities. And basically it'll give you different sections like your commitment to your relationship, privacy, social life, safety, or your studies. And then once you're in this area, you basically have like this it's like a little graph comparing two of each. So like for example here, it shows you social life or safety, and then there's this little bar where you have to basically select which percentage is most important to you.
Oh.
So like right here it shows you social life compared to safety. You then drag this little square showing like which one is most important to you. And basically it just takes all of those 5 categories that I told you about, and there's like a bunch of different ones comparing each other. And then once you finish answering all those, it'll give you another result of these priorities. So basically it tells you like, oh, this is your top priority, and it gives you a percentage of what your results were. And then once you follow that, it'll tell you the percentage of each other one that you selected from. But once you finish this section, it then comes to the final step, which is your plan, essentially, and that will basically be like a plan of how you could proceed in this situation. So it'll give you more so suggestions or possible outcomes that you can better your domestic violence situation or the person that you know. And then basically it can also tell you just different situations, like watch out for these signs. Like for example, like if you have any stress reactions, watch out for like nausea, vomiting, or like any emotional symptoms such as like anxiety, sadness, stuff like that.
Okay.
So then it also tells like if you experience any of these things, it gives you like some suggestions of what you can do to prevent it, like exercise, write to yourself, eat as much as you can, like just to keep yourself healthy. But essentially, that's about it for my plan.
Okay.
So do you think you will be referring this to anybody you know, or letting people know that this is a suggestion that's out there?
I will. I really think it's a good app or thing you can use, just because, yeah, if you don't know whether your relationship is in danger or not, it gives you good examples whether it may or may not be, and then ways you can better yourself if you're in that situation.
Yeah, definitely. Well, it's great letting you know about this because not a lot of people know that this is out there for them.
Yeah. Thank you.
Yeah, no problem. It was great talking to you. Thank you.